Hopefully we don't have any difficulties like yesterday. So I think it is live. Hopefully, as I said, there's no difficulties. And it's raining in qualifying. Hello there, chat. Matt, I'm just going to call you Matt, and New Zealand Cam, of course, he won here in pre-season testing. I wonder how he will do. As my phone is going mad with notifications from the EVR F1 chat on Twitter. Okay. 5 viewers, 4 because I'm one of them. We have 16 people on the grid tonight. There has been some driver transfers. New Zealand Cam going to the Mercedes, and he will be racing alongside the Storm UK. New Zealand Cam, as I said, he won here in pre-season testing by around 20 seconds, I think it was. So he dominated that race. I wonder how he'll do here tonight. Hopefully but for the drivers, hopefully it doesn't rain in the race. But for the spectators, I bet you it will be amazing to see some rain in the race. I'll check up for any other driver transfers. Sadly, Liam isn't commentating alongside me because he is not feeling well. So we have Bryn going to the Torosso. Of course, New Zealand Cam replaced him. BB Racing, also known as Bryn, as he loses control, is replacing Catboy Key, and Catboy Key is replacing New Zealand Cam in the Alfa Romeo. So there is apparently a wet end to the race, I think that's bringing some flashbacks of another league. So yeah, it's going to be interesting if there's a wet end to the race. Whereas the longest lap on the calendar, polar opposite to the one we had last weekend, which was the shortest, Monaco. I wonder will it rain until the end of qualifying? Will it get worse? Will it get better? Now who's out on a flying lap? And now it's Riley and Baboon J. I think Baboon J is the furthest. No, yeah. Baboon J is the furthest up on the track. As I see, there's a Renault slowing down in sector 3. Thank you God there's a mini map so that I don't have to go through the whole grid to see what's happening. As what a surprise, PMP Baboon J sets a purple sector. Not at all, because he's the first driver on track. Only 22 laps in the race around the circuit. Not a lot. It's barely anything. I think the strategy is a 1-stop or a 2-stop. As Baboon J spins, hopefully that doesn't compromise other people's runs. He goes on the grass to avoid any contact. I think I'm going to go on board with Riley, because I think he will be the first one to finish a lap. Really long laps. I think it's going to be 2 minutes in the rain. Maybe. 1 minute 50. Definitely. I think it could be actually. There's 20 seconds left until 2 minutes. Into the bus stop chicane. In the second gear. He's low on fuel, but what will he get? 1 minute 57 flat. Now sector behind him. He goes second, 1 minute 57 2. Great lap from Riley, it seems, because sector was up the top in Monaco. He finished second, I think. As PMP Crimson goes second, the two McLarens in the front row right now. It is all provisionally. We all, of course, have 12 minutes remaining in this session. As Vitinho, is he on a flying lap or is he on an out lap? I think he's on a flying lap. He's out of ERS, rocking the Senna helmet, I think. As I think that was invalidated. I need to stop saying I think. DRS has been enabled. That means people will probably go on softs. This will be interesting. It's still raining out on track, so I don't know what the stewards are thinking. As we get someone to replace, I think it's BJ or Rohawks. In the Williams we have Let's Get Fiscal. That's Messi going, I think, wide into the chicane. I'm not sure about that. Let's Get Fiscal retires from the session. Oh no, Future, he retires from the session. He spun up on top of Radion. Nice helmet there. I don't see it a lot. It's a DLC. And it's for Halloween even though it's March, but I don't think ghosting is on because no Future to see didn't ghost for Cowboy Key, also rocking the Senna helmet. And so people seem to be liking that one. Now people are on the mediums and softs or dry tires. I want to see a lap with the dry tires on. I think it's dry enough. There's this sun flare. No, that's not the right word. But we see the sun above the track, so it will probably not be raining anytime soon. As Aquaplaning starting his lap time on the soft tires. I'm not sure if he's going for a 2-stop or the 1-stop. Sector is gonna go out on the hard tires, according to the screen, the UI. Oh, what a save from DRS Aquaplaning. He got invalidated, but he's lucky to not put his Ferrari into the wall. PMP Roadie with a purple sector 1 right now on the soft tires. Ooh, going really wide, but the game does invalidate that. No, his teammate Weddle will be on an outlap in front of him, as PMP Roadie had to correct maybe a slide going out of Blanchemont. No, that's not Pouon. I'm bad with corner names. Sector 2 also purple. He's going to be the first one to cross the line on the dry tires, I think. As DRS Aquaplaning got his lap time invalidated, he's probably going to go into the pits. Yes, he is. Oh, PMP Roadie, what will his lap time be? Doesn't open DRS, but he goes fastest, 1 minute 59. I'm not sure if that's the quickest someone can go on the dry tyres. As Cowboy Key, he's coming up to the line. What will he get? 1 minute 49.8. 1 second faster than Roadie. That's just close to finishing a lap. There's the two Taurusos. PB has invalidated Baboon J. What will he get on the medium tyres? He goes fastest, 1 minute 48.4. Nearly a second and a half quicker than Cowboy Key. The circuit is drying up. People are finding more and more grip on it. With 7 minutes remaining, it's going to be a lottery who's going to go on pole. So Willow Billy's sector 2 purple. He's the fastest right now in sector 2. I want to see what he does into the bus stop chicane. Will he be late on the brakes? He loses his ERS. He has used up too much of it. And what lap time will it be? Will it be 1 minute 45.6? That's what I'm talking about. 5 seconds faster than Roadie, his teammate in the Haas. Great job from Idle Billy. He is currently 3rd in the standings, I think. Yeah, because he missed Monaco. TG Vitinho is 2nd and he is in 9th place, but he's on his outlap. Ooh, as Sector clips the wall on the inside as he's going into the pits. I don't think he has a front wing. Vitinho will be starting his flying lap. I'll go on board with him into last hours. Good exit. Of course, it is giving me flashbacks with Dylan and Midnight from last season. I remember commentating that. That was an amazing battle. Midnight spawned into this chicane after contact with Dylan, but then Midnight caught up to Dylan to win the race, and then the title decider in Bahrain, which was the finale of that season, Dylan was nowhere and Midnight won the title. Going back to F3, Vitinho going into there's yellow flags in sector 3, and that was for BB Racing and for the House of Wide Load Billy. But going back to Vitinho, purple in sector 2, 10 seconds up on his previous lap time, which will push him, it could put him second, I mean. Into the bus stop chicane. Does he have ERS to use on the last straight? He did for a second, and he goes fastest, 1 minute 44.4. 1 second faster than Wild Load Billy, and that's Vitinho into a provisional pole position. Or anybody else out on track. I think it has to be Bryn in his Toro Rosso. Switched to it from the Mercedes. He was just not feeling it in the Mercedes. Into the S's in sector 2. All his split B 1:16.1, and that's the yellow flags for PMP for Riley. Well, that's his outlap, so he's trying to get a good exit into the start finish straight. I think that is Rhodey in front of Bryn. Going into the box, so trying to get a good exit. And 1:44.6 on the medium tyres. If he went on the soft tyres, he probably would have been on pole by a mile. Well, that's 2/10 behind TG Vitinho. Now who's going up to the line? I think Field. I don't know if this is his lap. Yes, it is. 7th place. He must have messed up somewhere. 1:53.3 as Rhodey retires from the session. I wonder what happened there. I wish you could spectate someone who retired. But Sector is starting his flying lap. He is 11th in the championship currently with 29 points to his name. Going into Lasser's first gear. Yeah, a good exit to go up Orange and Radion. I have to call it Radion because of the WTF1 video. Everyone will be spamming that's Radion actually in the chat. Now onto the camel straight. Vitinho retires from the session. He's on provisional pole right now. But Sector 2 seconds faster than his previous lap time in Sector 1, but that is Riley with the fastest lap, 1:44.2. So he's on provisional pole position currently. He was on the soft tyres. Great job from Riley. Now who's Vayfield? He's probably gonna go in a pace, but I think he actually might be improving. Is he going in a pace? No, he is not. He'll try to improve his lap time. What will it be? 1:44.4. He goes into 4th place. Great lap time from him. Probably better than what I could do. As CG Storm goes fastest, 1:43.9. And the session ends there. So it will be the final lap times for most people. That Sector. He goes fastest, 1:43.7 on the medium tyres. Amazing lap time from him. Who's next? The New Zealand Cam. What lap time will he do? He does a 1:43.7. He goes into 7th place on the soft tyres though. Last time out he went on the other strategy. He went on medium softs and he won the race. So I don't know if he's changing it up a bit. I think Baboon J is on a lap. I think he was... No, Crimson is also on a lap. He goes fastest, 1:43.6. Barely faster than Sector and New Zealand Cam. Less than a tenth separating the top 3. Now Baboon J. What will he get? Going into the bus of chicane. Getting a good exit. 1:44.4 for Baboon J, putting him into 6th place. Vitinho, he thought he would be safe, but the man who's 2nd in the championship is going to be starting 7th on the grid as Messi, the championship leader, Will be starting down in 14th place. I thought he was on the lap there. I thought it was like a glitch, but we were waiting for Riley. We were waiting for Riley to pull into the pits, and then we'll be qualifying over. Surely, come on, Riley. There's a guy voice crack there. But great job from Riley. He is only 10 points off second place, who is Vitinho. I don't think no one's going to be catching Messi anytime too soon. He is on 93 points, while Vitinho is on 65. That is 28 points. That's more than a win. And look how close it is in the top three. 89 hundredths of a second separating the top three. Boss sector was on the mediums. I think he could really improve in the race. He will be starting on the worst tyre, but he will be finishing on the faster tyre. But Storm UK said that there will be rain at the end of the race, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe Storm will try to go to the end of the race on the mediums and then go on the intermediates. As the sun is shining on the circuit, the Spa-Francorchamps. To catch you up on the constructors, Renault is first on 128 points. McLaren is second, 108 points. Haas third, after I think they didn't score at all in Monaco. Fourth is Ferrari, fifth Red Bull, sixth Alfa Romeo, 7 Mercedes, 8 Racing Point, 9 Toro Rosso, and Williams only with 5 points, rounding up the standings. Really sunny in Belgium here. I wonder if the rain's even gonna come, because heavy rain according to TG Storm at the end. That will be interesting. I see some clouds in the sky, but remember there's a 7-kilometer circuit. It could rain in turn 8, but it wouldn't at turn 19. I don't know why I said that, but it's a 7-kilometer track. That's what I'm trying to prove to you. But remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, EVR. Follow us on Twitter. We don't have any other social media currently. Remember to enjoy the race, like the videos. If you want to check out the other streams, do, but after the race. You'll miss the action in this race as New Zealand Cam does a Grosjean, but not under the safety car, but on the formation lap. He's trying to get back into P3. As he spins again, his tyres are ruined, basically. But I'm going to go through the grid. BMP Crimson first. Second is Sector. Third is New Zealand Cam, who's 15th right now on the formation lap. Storm is fourth. Riley 5th. Baboon J 6th. 7th is TG Vitinho. 8th BB Racing, also spinning. 9th is DRS Aquaplaning. 10th is V8 Field. Wide Old Billy 11th. Cabboy Keith 12th. PMP Roadie 13th. 14th is Messi, who's back on the grid, probably after contact. No future to see 15th, and let's get Fiscal 16th. Yeah, there is a lot of crowds in near turn 1, so I wonder if it will start to rain first there. So the last tire heating is being confirmed. I don't know why it only says I have 2 viewers, 2 comments, but I have like 6 in reality. But they're farming up on the grid. Hopefully we don't have the light glitch, as the cars are ghosting because New Zealand has to get back into third. Five lights out, and away we go. Crimson leading into turn 1. Setter getting a decent start, but there's a big crash at the back of the field. It's Baboon J, and I think it was no future to see, getting caught up in it. And there's a virtual safety car already. We barely get past turn 1, and it's a VSC. No future to see gets a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision, as that is messy sideways on the track. I wonder what happened there to the championship leader, but that's the VSC in. That's not the proper way of saying that. But Crimson cuts the chicane. I wonder what happened there to him. Riley locks up. As there was a front wing flying off. I think that was from Sector's car. Yes, that is from his right front end plate. New Zealand Cam is going to go for the move on his soft tyres. Will he go? Will he make it? No, he won't. Sector defends his position. As that's Cam at the back. I was calling Sturm Cam, wasn't I? Professional commentary. As Sturm is gonna try to go for a move into the bus stop, I think. Or will he wait for the Camel straight? He waits it out. A Crimson, no surprise, he gets the fastest lap time, 2 minutes currently, and that is Uza into the pits. It's Cowboy Key into the pits, and it's a safety car. I'm actually blind, mate. It's a safety car. No wonder I saw a orange dot in the pits. It was a safety car. I'm not sure for what that is. No future to see going into the pit, serving his 5-second time penalty. Cowboy Key changing his front wing and going onto the mediums. Baboon J also serving his 5-second time penalty and going into the pits. The championship leader also in. That's probably for a front wing change. Yes, it is, but he has to wait 5 seconds to serve a penalty. Will New Zealand Cam go into the pits? He probably will. Yes, he does. He has no front wing. As it's been already 2 laps. Around the 2nd lap, I mean. Of the race. I'm doing a bad job as commentator currently. And according to Cam, his tyres were punctured when he started the race, which is very odd. Now, nothing much to commentate on, because it's a safety car. People will be catching up to it. Now, but because Liam loves them, I'm going to put out some facts, as that is PMP Crimson into the pits. And the same as the rest of the top three, Storm, Sector and Crimson, all into the pits. Riley is also in the pits. Storm is serving a top goal penalty. Oh god, this is getting really mixed up. Sector was changing his front wing, I want to say. And Crimson is already out the pits. Right now, Vitinho is your race leader. PB Racing in second, and the RS Aquaplanning in third. Fourth Roadie, fifth Billy, sixth Fiscal, Crimson, Sector, Storm, Kabuki, Riley, V8 Field going out of the pits. Baboon J, no feature to see. Messi going in the pits again. And Cam. That was a voice crack. The lap length around here is 7.004 kilometers, and I didn't change it to miles because I'm not bothered. And most of the world use kilometers, so I'm not going to change it for the Americans and the British people. The race distance is 154 kilometers, and the qualifying record around here is a 1 minute 44.5, and that was set by, I think it was Dylan last year. I completely forgot if we broke that record, but I think the F1 lads already did it for us, so none of us going into the record books. Yeah, it was a 1 minute 43.6 from PMP Crimson. No, it's a 1 minute 42.7. I am blind. My bad. And the fastest lap in the race was a 1 minute 44.5, which is rapid, I think, for the race. I wonder when the safety car will go in. I think it's still staying out, but Vitinho is really slow. Yeah, I think it is slowing. It is staying out, I mean. And we're on to the fourth lap, and it's still the safety car, which means we'll only have 18 laps of racing, which is not a lot, as Messi and Cam are finally catching up to the rest of the pack. Now Cam and Messi want to do a last to first around here. Well, for Cam it's going to be a second last to first, as Aquaplanning lets PB Racing past. Oh yeah, P was in second, my bad. The safety car will probably go into the pits right now. I'm gonna check the position change. Fiscal 10 places up from last place to 6th place. Amazing job for him. Now Vitinho, PB Racing and Aquaplanning all 6 places up on their starting time. A Sector gets a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits under the safety car. Same as no future to see. That is just ridiculous in my opinion. Why the hell do you get penalties for exceeding track limits under the safety car? Like, that makes no sense for me. as the biggest loser so far is New Zealand Cam, going down 12 places. And the safety car is in this lap according to the race director. Now, I'm going to see Vitinho's race restart because I know Messi's were amazing. Now let's watch it from Bryn's perspective. He's in P2, he is still warming up his tyres. He is of course on the mediums, so it's harder to get them warmed up. And Vitinho is restarting the race. As I see our second planning going really wide, I think he got wheel spin off that. He gets the switch back on roadie. Great job from him. Now Bryn eyeing up a move on Vitinho. He will be going around the outside of the chicane currently, as Vitinho slots in behind him, brakes super early to go behind him, but the two Hasses are fighting right now. As Fiscal goes wide, well, he doesn't go wide, he basically cuts the corner. I think he missed his braking point there, but while O'Billy, he's ready to pounce on the roadie, he goes down the inside. Oh, there's gonna be, oh, and they touch. That's while O'Billy in the wall. I don't think he got any front wing damage. It's yellow flags in sector 2. He did. His left front end plate is non-existent. As who is that? That's no future to see. He hits the wall on the inside of the corner near the sector 2 split. Now Fiscal will wait for Storm as Cowboy, he gets a 5-second time penalty. I'm sick of seeing 5-second time penalties, honestly. PB Racing fastest lap time currently, as those Cowboy keep turned the other way around. Wide O'Billy into the pits. Same as New Zealand Cam, disaster for him. I think that pre-season win is haunting him. There's no change up front currently, but down the back, Riley's going on a move on Fiscal down the inside. And he makes a move and he is into 7th place. And he's going to try to catch up to Storm, both on 3-lap old mediums. Baboon J really close to Fiscal. It's above a train behind Riley currently. It's Riley, Fiscal, Baboon J and Messi. Messi, of course, the championship leader. He's only in 10th, but he started the restart in 16th. The safety car restarted in 16th, so he has gone up 6 places since then. Now Messi, he will be eager to get in the first place to secure his championship. Nothing much happening up here. It's Baboon J going side by side with Fiscal into the bus of chicane. Nice helicopter view. On the outside, it will change into the inside, but Fiscal tries to get a switch back. He messes it up, and Messi is going to attack him. He goes down the inside of Lazarus. He clips Baboon J, and it's DRS enabled currently. Messi will have DRS on Babunji. Did he get any damage? I don't think so. Oh, that was Babunji, I think, losing it a bit. But I think I saw some rain. It's really cloudy currently. Messi into 8th place. Physical just stays back and watches. Popcorn in its hand. PMP Crimson ready to pounce on Rhodey. He's just waiting for an opportunity. He will try to pressure Rhodey into making a mistake. No future to see with a 3-second time penalty. Currently PB Racing is following. He is leading the pack, but icy rain on the cockpit. Now what will people do? Riley's going side by side with TG Storm. That was very risky. He goes down the inside of the bus of chicane. He makes a mistake, but will Storm get a switchback? No, he doesn't. He will have the arrest, but I think he will wait for the Camel straight. Or does he? Yes, he does. He goes for a switchback to get the better exit. Messi sets the fastest lap time in the meantime. Storm showing Riley that he's in the mirrors at the back of him, but Messi goes for a move on Storm. He gets past him. Will he catch up to Riley? No, he doesn't, but really heavy rain currently. Not heavy rain, but big difference to dry conditions. New Zealand Cam sets the fastest lap time. He is on new soft stone. He's racing now 1 second ahead of the circle planning. He could even win this race. Oh, Messi eyeing up a move on Riley. I think he will wait until the Camel straight, or maybe even sooner. The bus of chicane. Of course, there is no DRS there to help him, but slipstream is really good on this game. It's really strong, so he could do it. Is he close enough? He is not. Will he do it into last hours? He won't. It's lap 9 currently, and I want to see who will gamble and go on the wet tires. Oh, that's Messi losing control. Up Radian. Oh, that's him into the wall. He's out of the race. It's a VSC. And I think it's too late for the backmarkers to go into the pits to gamble on the wet tires. Well, Messi got caught up in the dirty air. He's punished up Radion. And the championship leader is out of the race. Well, we'll believe with a 3-second time penalty. And when will it restart? When will the race restart? It restarts now, as Baboon J gets a way better start from the VSC, and he overtakes Storm as soon as possible, as Messi leaves the session. No surprise there after retiring. No, Aquaplane got a good start and he is less than a second behind PB Racing, which means he will have DRS. We're going back now. Riley will go for a move. No, he won't. No one into the pits yet. Everyone is feeling that it's drying off. Sector will try to get a switch back on Fiscal. It doesn't work. He loses traction on the exit of the corner. That is Cowboy Key into the pits. No, I swear I saw someone go into the pits for a brief second. Oh, that's PMP Roadie spinning it up at Radion, but lucky for him. Oh, that was very dangerous from Roadie. Fiscal and Sector were going really close to him, and Fiscal had to go on the grass just to avoid them. And now I think someone is in the pits. Yes, it's White Low Billy onto the intermediate. He is the first one to gamble on the wet tyres. Now will anyone else go into the pits, seeing that White Low Billy went in? Oh, no big battles going on currently, but there's a lot of people in within 1 second of each other. Most notably DRS Aqua Planning, O'Reilly and Storm. I think the McLaren battle is the closest currently. Oh, and that's Riley spinning it. He saves it though. He doesn't bin it into the into the wall. Lucky for him. Thanks God he was ghosting. That's all I have to say. That is Crimson into the pits. Will he go on the intermediates? Yes, he does. Second man to gamble onto the wet tyres. It's getting really wet currently as Sector nearly loses it up Radion. He goes for a move on Storm, and it's like seeing a McLaren Honda from 2017. Storm was just a sitting duck. Oh, that's a slide from Riley going out of it. Both McLarens under the intermediate, same as Cowboy Key. I want to see how they do up Radion. Oh, it doesn't seem better. Of course, they're braking a lot more than the dry runners. As now Aquaplaning is really close to Bryn. Aquaplaning on 10 lap holds off. That's not good for him. He will be worn out within a couple of laps. That's yellow flags in sector 1, and that's Willow Billy out. That means it's only Aquaplaning as my TV turns off. It's a virtual safety car. Yes, again. I heard that the car is going off, and that's PB Racing, DRS Aquaplaning, Vitinho, and probably the rest of the grid into the pits for intermediate tyres. But as I wanted to say, that's Riley, Storm, and Billy still in contention. No, Riley and Storm and Vitinho is still in contention to getting into second place as Billy leaves the session. Lots of movement in the pits currently. It's most of the grid in. Yeah, it's basically everybody. DRS has been enabled though, So was it too soon? Was it too soon? No, DRS has been disabled. 5 seconds later. Make up your mind, race director. As that is... I thought that was New Zealand cam going onto the softs, but I was mistaken. Aquaplaning really close to bring currently. Right now it's probably who will survive longer in the wet conditions. It's been an interesting race so far with all the mixed conditions and only 2 retirements, surprisingly. Now I think the closest battle is aquaplaning and Bryn. Well, Aqua is in his name, so he should be amazing in these conditions. As V8 Field gets a 3-second time penalty. Now he's outside of 1 second. That means, well, he won't have DRS because it's wet. But if you're within 1 second, that probably means you're close enough to make a move. Yellow flags in sector 2, that's New Zealand cam out of the race. Very unlucky race for him, especially after that pre-season win. That's another safety car. This race has been full of them. So right now, if you want to grab some snacks for yourself, you can always go do that. It's for a toilet break, the safety car basically. So, yeah. I'm gonna check the other streams. It seems to be dry in their races. It is dry. As for some reason my computer decided to have it at 1.5, it seems. No, it's not. They're just extremely fast. Never mind. It's dry. Nolan is up front, Paris second, and Jordan third. Now let's see the F2 race. I wonder how that's going on. As that storm with a time penalty. It's also a safety car currently, but they're 1 lap ahead. It seems to be really cloudy, but there's no rain currently. Now, 2 major title fighters out of the race. Vitinho is the only one scoring points. No, Riley is also scoring points. He is also in the championship fight. Storm in 12th place. Not the best race for the Mercedes team. Great one for Ferrari though, as they have caught up to the safety car. Now I wonder who has moved up the most positions currently. It has been Fiscal up 11 positions. Amazing job from him. I would be waking up at 6 tomorrow, but the Grand Prix is cancelled, sadly. Well, of course, people's health is definitely more important than an F1 race. Knowing much to commentate on right now, I probably would have been having a discussion with Liam on something that's happening in the F1 world, probably on the cancellation of the Grand Prix. As I realised, I have the telemetry disabled. As no visual to see has made 4 stops. Mad lad over there. So the safety car isn't going in yet, I don't think so. And Bahrain gets a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits under the safety car, which makes total sense. I totally understand why Cody's added that. I'm hyped for the Velocity race, the Australian not the Australian GP, I mean. There's going to be people such as Lando Norris, Stoffel van Dorn, he is in Formula E, Willany, who they put as YouTuber and Speedy Boy, Courtois, which is a soccer or football player, whatever you want to call it. He is a goalie. I don't even know if he does racing, but I want to see how he does. Areva, James Baldwin, and Danny Beresnay. Super GT, Jarno Opmeer and James Doherty, and Fenestras, who is 2019 Japanese Formula 3 champion, and right now I think he's driving in Super Formula. I don't think anyone else has been announced. But it's getting really heavy. Maybe people will go onto the wet tires after the safety car comes in. Yeah, the game confirms the safety car is in this lap. Lap 15 will be lap 16. There will be 7 laps remaining after we restart, which is not a lot. Now BB Racing will be restarting the pack instead of Vitinho last time. I wonder how he does on the restart. I'm gonna go on board with Aquaplaning to see what Bryn does. He's really close to the safety car. When will he start? Probably will start at the exit of the corner. Oh, he does, but that's Aquaplaning spinning. Disaster restart for him, but that's Vitinho into second place. The Crimson really close to Vitinho, but sector is even closer to Fiscal, who is in fourth place. Oh, that was very close. Vitinho goes really wide there. PMP Crimson will go for a move on him. Will Fiscal go on a move on Crimson? No, he won't. But Crimson lets Vitinho keep his place currently. I think he's waiting for a definite overtake, and not one where he will be fighting, as Bryn already has a 2.5 second lead over Vitinho. Now it's really close. Up front as Cowboy Key and Storm are fighting over position. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact. That was Cowboy Key shoved out wide, and Storm goes down into 13th. Road, he goes up a place, going up to the fight for second place. Sector will probably go for another move on Fiscal because there is no DRS. That was a bit dodgy from Crimson. I think he nearly lost it, but that Sector and Fiscal going side by side into the bus stop. Now Fiscal will try to get a switch back. Yellow flags in Sector 3 as that Storm out of the race. Hopefully we don't have another safety car. But the sore loser from here is Fiscal. Babunji going up a position. Now he'll try to go up another one, trying to overtake Sector. He can't make it currently. Aquaplaning is eager to get back the positions he lost on the safety car restart. He has to go on the inside. He has to cut the corner a bit because he was really close to Fiscal. But now Babunji going down the inside of Sector into the chicane, and Hector tries to fight back, but he has to cut the chicane a bit. As that's PMP Roadie onto the wet tyres. He has nothing to lose. He was at the back of the field. As PB Racing absolutely dominating the race, 4.5 second lead. He is feeling it in the wet. Now Sector's still trying to have past Babunji. He of course got overtaken by him earlier on in the lap. Now what will he do? Will he wait for a move? Babunji goes really wide. That's more yellow flags. It's Sector 2 the same. I'm not sure for who dies. I think that was for PMP Roadie. Oh, moving on to the battle. Sector goes down the inside of the bus stop chicane. Now on the inside is Babunji. Oh, they touch. Lucky that one of them didn't go into the wall. That's aquaplaning into the pit. Will he go on wet tyres? Yes, he does. Storm leaves the session after DNFing. Now Sector, will he be close enough to get a move on Babunji? He goes for a dive bomb. He makes a dive bomb. I think that was a bit risky. That was a bit dodgy. But he leaves Babunji. Gets position back. I think that was too optimistic for Sector. Ooh, losing the back end there a bit, Sector. Not the best from him. But he's doing good, but He lost the car. Yellow flags in sector 2, that's V8 field out of the race. Will there be a safety car? Oh, that was a big crash, but there won't be, I don't think so at least. Now Sector still behind Balloon G, he's trying everything. He won't go for the dive bomb here this time. He doesn't get a good exit of the bus stop chicane. But Balloon J is closing up on Crimson. Another what will happen here. Baboon J, we're really close to Crimson. Crimson is defending the inside. Baboon J goes around the outside. He gets shoved out wide and oh, big crash. Sector doesn't have his front right wing. Baboon J clipped Crimson while trying to go around the outside, which made him, oh, that Sector losing the back end. While in all this, Riley is fighting Fiscal. Oh, they're going sideways, three wide. Sector nearly went into the wall on the inside. Sure there. So Crimson started on pole, and there was a safety car on like lap 1, and most people pitted in on fresh tyres, which promoted PB Racing, Vitinho and Aquaplaning into the top 3. Then it started to rain, and I'm trying to recall everything. No Future to See goes down the inside of Fiscal, and that's a clean move into the bus stop chicane. And then yeah, it started to rain. There was another safety car, and no, there was a VSC, and everyone went into the pits for intermediate tires, and Brian has been dominating since. That was very brief, as there's yellow flags in sector 2. Sector has to cut Radion, but no Future to See. He's eyeing up a move around the outside of the chicane. I think it's safe to go down the inside, especially in the wet conditions. He'll try to do a switchback. Surprisingly, it works, but oh, there's a bit of contact. He goes on the gravel. Sector with the better traction. I wonder what's happening up front. Crimson 610s. Oh, it's BJ. Thanks there. I'm guessing Fiscal is your new teammate. He is in 8th place so far. He is behind the battling duo of No Future to See and Sector. Sector goes really wide. No Future to See gets a good exit, and he's in front of Sector. Sector is now in the slipstream of No Future to See, but he has to lift off to not spin. As there's yellow flags in sector 1, I'm not sure for what that was. I think that's for Rhodey, who's at the back. I don't think the wet tires helped a lot. PMP Crimson behind Vitinho. Vitinho messed up Radion and the Rouge. Wrong order, but who cares? He's going down inside. It's the yellow flag, so he can't make the move yet. You'll have to wait either for the bus stop or for the last lap. Oh, that's a bit scary, not gonna lie. Baboonji in fourth. Bryn leading by 8.5 seconds currently. Great job from him. I'll go on with Fiscal. He is quite close to Sector, and Sector messes up again. He's not the best in the wet conditions, but then again he T-boned Baboonji basically, which didn't help at all, as he loses the back end again. Fiscal gets a good run on him. Will he go into Blanchemont? No, he doesn't. He will wait for the bus stop, I think. He goes on the grass a bit. Oh, a bit dodgy. Vitinho with a 3-second time penalty. That's Crimson in front of Vitinho. I think Vitinho lost the back end at the exit of the corner, but that's only speculation. Now it's going to be Vitinho versus Crimson. I think Crimson is too far away from him now. Unless Crimson makes a mistake, I don't think Vitinho will get him. He will not. I'm going to go back to the Fiscal Sector fight, as Sector cuts the corner a bit, but then again it's wet conditions. Fiscal is too far away currently from Sector. Now I'm gonna go onward with Baboonji, who's gonna try to make a move on Vitinho, who is in third place. Fiscal now very eager to get into 7th place. I think these will be his first points in EVR. I've definitely never seen the name Fiscal. Right now Crimson is leading a train, as you see on the mini map, but I'm following Fiscal because it's really close between him and Sector. Sector again losing the back end. Oh, that bit, I don't want to say dodgy again, but I have to. Dodgy from Fiscal. But Riley, will he go for the dive bomb on Baboonji? No, he doesn't, and BB Racing wins the race for you. PMP Crimson second place as Riley goes in front of Baboonji. Didn't see what happened there. Vitinho third, Baboonji fourth. No issue to see fifth, Riley sixth. Fiscal gets promoted to fifth because of penalties. And now we're just waiting for Cowboy Key. He will finish ninth. Not too bad. And Aquaplaning, the last of the running order on the wet tires. I don't think the wet tires really suited these conditions. He comes home in 10th place. Very interesting race. I quite enjoyed that. I think I would have enjoyed it more with Liam. As I said, he can't be joining us here today. But that is Bryn, Crimson and Vitinho. as your top 3. Now, who got the fastest lap? I didn't really notice that. Who will get the 1 point? It was a 1:47.6 from Cam, but he is outside the top 10, so no one is getting fastest lap points. It's going to be Brain first, Crimson second, Vitinho third, Abunje fourth, Let's Get Physical fifth on his debut, sixth No Future to See, seventh Riley, eighth Sexter, ninth Cowboy Key, 10th TRS Aquaplaning, and your non-finishers are Roddy V8 Field, TG Storm, New Zealand Cam, White Billy and Messi. Thank you.